Buenos nachos and welcome back to the channel. On today's episode we're going to be working on the Philips drive. Haven't done any of these yet. Reason being is that I haven't been able to obtain a working drive, but now that we have one that we can use as a cheat in order to figure out what's going on with those two drives right there, we can actually make some progress. So without further ado, let's start doing some comparisons using our old friend over here, the Rochi console. Ah yes, old Rochi over here. Look at all that dust, the rust, and of course the roach droppings. Who could forget? One of these days, this console is going to have a 1.4 gigahertz CPU, a Stellar HD+. It's going to have a brand new shell, and it's going to be looking real nice. But not in this video. Pliers, pliers. Let's get those pliers. Well, no. I think we're going to cheat. We're going to just leave all this connected. We will take this drive out, which I assume works. Of course, the console won't boot without some kind of a mod chip in place because I have the DO point set. So let's take our Philips, plug it in. Don't really need, well, we do actually need the controller or else we can't skip the X-Blast OS. Just a warning, I don't have a spare laser for the Philips drive, so if that's an issue that we encounter, we most likely will probably do a laser swap. But I'm kind of hoping that it's going to actually be a board failure and not a laser failure. So we'll see. Hopefully this video has some kind of a resolution at the end for those drives. So we'll go ahead and boot into our BIOS here. Actually have a drive that can eject and close without issue. That's pretty rare. So as we can clearly tell, Halo is working. So we know the drive works. It's about ready to say, come on now, I know the trace rod is no longer an issue with this console, that I remember. Alright, so we know that drive works. Let's go ahead and try these other two just to verify, I guess. So this is drive number 1 of the supposed bad drives. And you'll see no one has opened this thing up yet because the warranty is not void. However, this one has been opened up and is voided. It's making some noises in there. Kind of sounds like a bad laser to me. Yeah, can't recognize. Alright, we'll try out drive number 2. Let me go ahead and mark these down. So drive 1 possibly has a bad laser. We'll just put BL for now. That way we can kind of keep track of stuff that's going on here. It's kind of hoping to run into a drive that may need capacitor replacement. Maybe the BIOS chip has corrupted and up and died. Or maybe it needs some kind of a greasing of some sort. Yeah, that one's pretty smooth for the ejection. Nice. Did it even try to read? Not even close. So it's looking right now like these may be both laser issues. It's not the greatest. Now that one over there I think tried to read games. This one's not even coming close. It's not detecting anything at all. I really don't like doing laser adjustments because I don't really think they do much, at least for PlayStation consoles like the PlayStation 2. Xbox, I've not had a whole lot of success adjusting the laser and actually having the laser adjustment last. Of course, I guess your mileage may vary. Mine has been kind of poor. So this one didn't even try. Let's go ahead and take a look at it since it's already missing the screws. I need a bigger table. Looks like we have some magnetic shards from that laser ring right here. The spindle ring, whatever you want to call it. I'm sure someone in the comments can let us know what it's called. Looks like it came from there. So could it be that it's just not able to hold down the disc and that's why it's not spinning correctly? Could this laser actually be good? I don't really have the proper pry tool to mess with this and find out. I'd like to buy one of those though. Seen them on Amazon. It comes with like the proper spacer to do the adjustment for the proper height, which this gap looks to be quite insane. Let's go ahead and take a look at the other drive because I think that one may have a greater chance of being repaired. Maybe we'll even take the laser from this one if the laser is actually good. Alright, so this one could have a bad laser. Let's find the drill. Warranty is now voided. Jesus. I was really going to send that over to Microsoft to get it repaired, and now look what happened. And for inquiring minds as to the model number of these particular drives, we are working with the VAD6035/21. This particular guy right here was manufactured in August 2003, though I have another August 2004 right there, which is our good drive. And this one right here was manufactured in June 2004. So let's see what we have inside of this thing, huh? Looks like this one was potentially from a smoker's home. Not to be confused with the smokers from Waterworld, just a smoker. Always kind of weirded me out how the thermal pad is like completely attached to this thing, causing the PCBs to be stuck here as well. It's going to be kind of dangerous to pull this thing off with the way it is. Alright, there we go. Yeah, so you had some thermal pads holding it down. The drive design's kind of horrible when it comes to being able to actually hook these up and do adjustments at the same time, at least safely. It's very disappointing indeed. So this one right here was trying to read the games but failed. We can attempt to adjust the pots and see what happens. I'm going to use the internet real quick to determine which pot is for the DVD or CD. So it's cheating time. The adjustment needs to be performed on the left-hand side pot. We'll of course use the multimeter to determine what the values are currently. So let's go ahead and do that right now and note those down. We'll switch our meter over to resistance mode. We're at 1K for the little pot. We're going to want to adjust that. I believe we're going to go lower, which I guess is what you're supposed to do. So let's see, will this turn? So let's go ahead and see what we've done. So that's actually raised it. We're going to probably want to lower it down. So I don't think raising is going to help us in this case. I think I'm going to try and shoot for 700 at the moment. That's pretty close. So I'll go ahead and go with that right there. Try this out again. I don't really think we're going to get this thing working, but you never know. Really would like to test this drive without the top on so I can see what's going on at the same time, but that's just not a luxury that I guess we're going to have. All right, the momentous of truth. We'll see if 800 did it for us. It's not sounding too good. One other thing we're going to do is we're going to clean the laser. So I will do that right now while it's all plugged in and everything, because it's very safe to do these kinds of things. I am pretty sure this is not going to make a difference whatsoever. All right, we'll try again. No, still not going to happen. Probably going to try to adjust this thing a little bit more. Be nice if I could obtain some replacement lasers. Let's try again with some more adjustments. So we were at 800. All right, so we're at 459, so let's go ahead and try that. I'm thinking no. Our capacitors are failing in this console as well. It's trying, it didn't give up as easily. Yeah, and now it finally did it. We could go lower, but I think that we'll probably end up killing the laser completely. But I guess if it's bad, may as well just go all the way, right? I mean, I really don't want to go that low, but the laser's already messed up. So we're going to do 250 ohms and see what that does for us. This is why people store their games on their hard drives. Let's find out here. Doesn't sound like it's going to happen, unfortunately. Yeah, we're going to try using this top shell on the other drive since it was damaged. Of course, I probably could use the spindle, but I think the reason we were having problems because the spindle is, well, we'll see. All right, we're going to take a quick look at this drive. It looks to be filled with a ton of gunk for some reason, and I don't know if that's the reason why games aren't working. Never seen anything like that. Yeah, I don't know what this stuff is. Let's go ahead and first clean off the laser. I'd really love to believe we had failed capacitors and that's why these aren't working, but I don't know if that's the case. Well, we have it open. Let's go ahead and measure the resistance on this laser real quick. All right, so the resistance on this one, we're at 0.638K. So we could lower it down. I mean, may as well, right? Whoa, didn't want to go that far. So that's 592. Let's try and shoot for something closer to the lower 500 range. All right, so we're gonna try 509. Hopefully this one fares a little bit better. That other one had a lot of metal shards in it. We'll try it out with the top shell from the other drive. That's official, I'm out of coffee. All right, let's try this out here. And son of a bitch. Wow, looks like a laser adjustment actually did it for this drive. I wouldn't have imagined. Impressive. I thought for sure the other drive was going to be the one that we were able to fix. It's quite the surprise. Since this drive managed to actually start working after a laser adjustment, I think it deserves a recapping as well. So in our next video of this series, we'll go ahead and perform a recapping on this drive. That way we can ensure many more years of reliable service for it. If you liked this video, if you found it useful, please remember to leave us a like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Until next time.